I'm going to whip together a quiche. Now, I haven't done this before, but I love the ingredients, so it makes sense to bring in a quiche. I'm going to do a beetroot and feta with a little bit of bocconcini as well, some other cheeses to give it that beautiful flavour. And it really is quick. I've got the oven going, 180, preheat, get that warmed up. I've just done a bit of an oil spray on there. I've got my, just the pastry there that's been thawed. I'm just going to do 8 eggs. You know, use how many you want or you think. You could do 10, you could do 6. I love to load it up and make it nice and eggy. You could put cream with it. I'm not going to because I'm going to put a number of cheeses in there, so it's going to give it that already. And of course, as we know, with quiches, don't put too much liquid in it, right? So what I've done is I've actually drained a tin of that diced beetroot. You could, if you had the time, you could cook your beetroot, you know, in the oven, pre-cook it, cut it up yourself, nice fresh. This is a quick one. This is a quick midweek quiche, 20 or so minutes in the oven and you'll be done. Right, so add some bits in, bit of pepper. Again, a lot of this can be added in afterwards. I like to give that a little bit of flavour. Tiny bit of salt, bearing in mind you're already going to have enough salt with the feta and the other cheeses as well, okay? So do what you can there. Lots of feta, can never have too much, right? Some other cheese in there. I'm just going to add some cheese in there. It's just a little bit left from the older pack. And what I've also got here is some bocconcini. So I just want to give those a little slice up, give it another extra kind of texture and flavour with that. Pretty simple. Slice them up. Now you could actually do some onion or spring onion. I'm just going to leave it with the feta and the beetroot at this stage. Just nicely chunked up. Do it how you want. Watch your fingies. And that just all in there. Now, because I'm putting quite sweet, as I said, I've drained that beetroot, right? So you don't want too much liquid in there. So I've drained that. There we go, perfect. I'm just going to put a pinch of chili in, just to kind of take away a little bit of that sweetness from the beetroot itself, right? So just mixing that through. Whoop, try and keep most of it in the bowl. There we go. Give it a little bit of a mix. You want to break those egg yolks up. Pretty simple. Oop, get that one in there. Oh, stand on those because they mark things. Don't need them. Whack them in the bin. Right, now, as I said, I've got my pastry thawed. I've got the container with a bit of oil on there just so it doesn't stick. You can do this whatever way you want. I like to kind of keep it fairly simple in terms of having enough on the edge that you can bring it up. And what you'll notice there is that it doesn't go around all the way to the edge. So what I do is, with another bit of pastry, just enough to kind of get around the edge. You don't have to use the whole thing. Get the blue bit of the plastic off that pastry, it stops it sticking. And just take it to the edge like that, load it round, we'll get 3 out of that, which will be enough to make sure that you're not getting any of the egg mixture falling over the side. Just softly put it down, make sure there's no edges exposed. Last one, again, just bring it to the edge. And now what you can do is I'll show you what to do. Once we fill this, you can just kind of roll those bits of pastry around. Okay, so as simple as this, just getting your mixture, giving it one more stir through and just pouring it in. Right, as carefully as you can, just get it in there. I have to use a little bit of a spatula so we can get it all in. Beautiful, look at that. So that is quite liquidy already because you've got the egg, but that will certainly set. Get you have a squizzle of that. Now, tiny little bit of extra pepper on top. And I'm gonna add, this is of course optional, but black sesame seed. You might have white sesame seed. I love black, it kind of gives that cool contrast. on the top. Beautiful. Now, as I said, you want to kind of roll these edges up, otherwise they will burn if they're just lying there by themselves. So just give them a little roll all the way through. Take it off the edge. You don't want to burn, but I certainly love those little crunchy bits at the top. Sometimes it also helps because the egg will rise a little bit. So sometimes it kind of helps keeping it all together. Making sure too much of it doesn't go over the edge. So, as I said, about 180 degrees, 20 or so minutes, you'll know if it's cooked. It'll start to kind of look ready to go, a little bit of brown on top. And we'll show you what it looks like when we're finished.